their Scorpio placements are very like personal to people, you know?
It's so true. You see it so frequently. Really fight over it.
And I don't have it. And I don't have.
I think that's fixed energy in general, though, because like anytime you have like major fixed energy, I feel like you want to kind of flex on it, even though like sometimes what people be bragging about, it's not even that great. It's like, come on, like is that more to your detriment or is that actually helping you out? It's like, no, it's just fixed energy, so I'm gonna brag about it. Just how it sits.
I feel you. Exactly. It's Scorpio energy is like that.
Mm.
2020 has been extremely almost like the highest archetype of all the signs every season that we've been through.
Because it's the judgment year, that's why.
Yes.
The card of this year is the judgment card. So super Pluto. Super rough. But super,
Exactly.
it's very much moment of truth.
Definitely. And even watching your evolution, Nao, like in how you have just come into your position this year. And I've seen you like reluctantly get drug out of this cave over the last 2 years. And it's
A
been such a,
cave.
not like a cave, but almost like not in a bad way, but almost hiding yourself and your true like magic, you know, like taking your true position as a leader among so many people, you know, like your reputation. When I hear people talk about the work that you do and what it is that you have been able to do over time, when in the beginning, you know, when we first started, when we talked about our origin stories, you know, we weren't even involved, or you weren't even involved on social media. Now seeing you take your position as like a leader in so many revolutionary ways, so many like and take stances and have this bravery and have this like, I don't know, at least as far as like social media was concerned, and being out there in that way. I know you were an activist in other ways, but like at least your growth in this way, your trajectory in this way, and then being blasted out to just the masses all over the world, which I think is really exciting. Even just hearing it in your voice when we talk about the potential on this platform and beyond. Like I've just seen you just explode. Like the Leo rising is just radiant. And then when I met you in person, you glow. It's just beautiful. It's just been beautiful to watch, or at least my perception, you know, over time. Just you just have the sun is just shining on you. It's just beautiful to
Oh.
see.
Well, Keith, you know how much I adore flattery. It gets you everywhere with me. Oh my goodness.
Yes. I love you. You're just so great. No, you deliver quality content regardless in your point of view. And of course I'm biased because you're my business partner, and like I'm the one that gets to like experience the true genius that is you most intimately in the business sense. But I really, that's been really cool. And the judgment year and the wee moon calendar. And I actually talked about that today because I had put the little note that you sent me in the last thing, and I on my altar space, and I realized you would cut out a picture from the wee moon calendar, and
Yeah.
my altar space is decorated with wee moon calendar stuff. So it was just like so fitting, but it was from you. So that was like a
Aw.
connection I made today. So that was very special, and I wanted to share that with you.
Oh, I feel all
Um,
squishy now. Super
I
warm.
know. It's just, I mean, Taurus moon is loving. I'm a Leo moon. I'm loving. I fuck with it. Like I don't know. fixed moon, Taurus moon. Thank you for existing, especially after an Aries moon transit. But I felt like I had a very successful Aries moon transit. How did it go for you, Nao?
I mean, we found stereo
Yeah,
during the Aries moon transit, so that was pretty
we
interesting,
did.
and that's been productive. And I really am enjoying that because we kind of did it headlong too. We totally did it Aries style. We were just like, you were like, hey, check this out. And we looked at it for a hot minute, and then we were just hanging out in the evening, and you were like, do you want to do it right fucking now? And we're
Well,
like, yeah,
that was
let's hop
it
on
was
stereo
it was
right
a
fucking now.
Scorpio Pisces Cancer. This was a Pisces moon transit. Because our first one, didn't you get the chart? It was a Scorpio Pisces
Oh, you're
Cancer.
correct. That's true. We
And
did
then,
the
I
very
mean, but
first
the
one
Aries
under the
transit
Pisces
just like
moon.
rushed everything in. And then at least the Taurus transit is like more comfy. And at least for, because the last full moon was in Aries. And I was like, bitch, no, he knows. That fucking full moon was some other shit. No offense to the moon. And no offense to Aries moons. Shout out to Aries moons. Like, but fucking what? Like, Aries full moons are what the fuck situation. For
Right?
sure. At least in 2020. Like, we should play this.
Oh, I totally
20.
misheard you. You're so right there. Yes. I was like, out of the rising, so you got Virgo. That just.
Exactly. Virgo is.
Yeah, they can have that cake.
The 2020 Aries full moon can fucking kiss my ass. That shit was awful. But we did launch
Yeah.
star seeds, so
We did.
at least there's that.
We did.
Yeah,
That
that
is
was
very true.
definitely the high note. That was the high note.
That is the absolute high note. That is. That is. And Starseeds has that like momentum behind it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But 2020 still has been on some other shit regardless. Usually Aries moon transits are productive for me. I realize I like there are random moon transits that I like. I like Capricorn moon transits, which is
Mm-hmm.
different than like, oh, I like Capricorn moons.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's completely different.
No shade to Capricorn moons, but even though that it sounds like pure shade to Capricorn moons. But I like Virgo moon transits, and I think it's because like the moon is in my second house, and like I feel productive like at home during my Virgo. No, it's in my first because most of my first house is actually in Virgo. So
Mm-hmm.
that has been interesting when I've been like working with the moon as well. Is really seeing the degrees and how much the degrees actually play into your chart.
Mm-hmm. I love doing readings on the Leo moon. So when it's my lunar return, I love doing readings because they just seem to be on. I actually like, you know how if you do a whole bunch of readings, you start to get like a little drained, you start to wind down a little bit after you get
Mm-hmm.
into it. But on the Leo moons, I feel like I can just crank them out for fucking days. That I can just like do it non fucking stop all day on a Leo moon and not lose an iota of momentum and just get high on it.
Yeah, definitely. I feel that too. That's why so many of my groups and stuff would happen on Leo moons or like that axis, things of that nature. Because I feel like the Leo Aquarius axis is the most confident axis there is.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Um, let's play it.
I work in customer service and absolutely hate working for Aries moons, especially the full ones. They're awful.
Aww. Aries moon is just, it's immediately angry, and that's like what they do. Like their default emotion to anything is anger.
Oh
And you
no.
just have to like, which can be a lot to deal with, especially if you're a water moon. Like, even though they're, elementally on the same axis with each other because it's fire versus water, and that can always be very dynamic and very good. Um, God, it can still be really rough because you're just, why are you so angry all the time? There's no reason to be angry about this thing, but they are, regardless. They can't help it. That's just what.
My mom is an Aries moon, and a lot, like, my childhood is hallmarked by my mom's main emotion being anger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I mean, Aries moons they can't help it. It's just their emotions are intense, and anger is the easiest one to express pushing forward, you know? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
anger is a very quick motivator, and Aries likes the convenience of quickness. And if it's going to be on some emotional shit, it's just the moon doesn't want to be in Aries. Like, no shade to Aries moons, but it's going to be emotion. It's going to be hard to not be angry or at least feel intense ass shit. But, you know, we all have placements. I have a Leo moon. It's not like I can sit here and talk shit on some fire
I mean, we still
shit,
will
you
talk
know?
shit, but like,
Well, we definitely will, but yes, we definitely will talk shit
we're
on
still
Leo moon,
definitely
because
here to
that's
talk shit.
another
So
on Leo moon specifically as well. Because come on, Leo moon, especially 12th house Leo moon, is definitely roastable for sure.
yeah. So
So
if you are
like, I'm not.
listening to this and know your sun sign and want us to roast you a little bit or talk about your sun sign, just send us a little ditty, send us a little voice note, tell us your sun signs. We want to know, all you guys listening.
No, I know what you mean. I just got out of a 7-year relationship with a Cancer Sun, first house, Aries moon. And yeah, I know what you mean.
Ooh. So that'd be like a
Ooh.
Cancer, Aries, Cancer then? Hmm. That's square. That's square as fuck.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that would be uncomfortable.
Cancer is just like an angry little bitch. I'm sorry, not that I just came to like stereo the shit post, but damn. I mean, if you were just gonna roast based on Big Three, like, just saying.
Mm.
But I had like a whole like coming of age situation when it came to Cancer Mars this year. Shout out to Cancer Mars in the 2 years that it has endured on my behalf of being heavily roasted. I have come to
I
terms with roasting and have moved on to Libra Mars as the most bitch ass Mars sign.
Oh
And
no. Yeah, I could see that.
to shout out to Cancer Mars. Respect to my sister Mars sign. Because when push comes to shove, Cancer Mars will take it the fuck there. So real recognize real on that respect. Malcolm X had a Cancer Mars. So I stand corrected.
I love that. I
And that's
stand
like my
beautifully corrected.
public proclamation of like, because I have been roasting the fuck out of Cancer Mars for years.
It's really easy to do. I mean, it is technically punching down.
It is. It's technically,
It's punching
but
down.
Libra Mars, get the fuck. No.
You're all right. Let's listen to these voice notes, and I want you to tell me why Libra Mars has caught your eye. But let's listen to these two voice notes
Okay.
first.
Hi, my sun sign is in Sagittarius. What does that mean?
God. Oh my God.
Sheree. It means you do that when you have an aqua moon. Sheree. That's what it means. But shout out to Sagittarius straight up for being the most like represented sign. Once again, we have Peach and Cherie, two different Sagittariuses than the last group of Sagittariuses that had our back, which demonstrates that Sagittarius has our back here on stereo.
Yep.
They're down to ride. So
Team Mutable.
as an
All
Aries
right.
Leo, fire sign solidarity. I'm really coming around. Like 2020 has softened me. You can't just like straight shit post all the time anymore. I used to roast Sagittarius all the time too. I mean, everything is roastable. Everything is roastable,
That's
you know?
Mhm.
Everything has its time. So